my next question actually revolves around that only, that when you said that there are too many challenges, I am sure anybody who's doing something hatke has faced any kind of backlashes. Now specifically coming from the place that you are, वहाँ पे तो और ज़्यादा problem है, because it's not just one kind of problem. Honestly, people look at Valley as just one problem. It's multiple. You really have to see the layers it has, right? And people don't really see that. People just see a big divide. That's it. Layers उनको समझ ही नहीं आती है कहाँ पे है, क्या problem है.
Sorry for interrupting. I'm just. There are a lot of inner battles. फिर वहाँ यहाँ outer battles है, like society का अलग scene है. Then there is the whole big. If you look at the big picture, there is going to be there are going to be a lot of other problems that you're going to face, and the society wala that issue is also a thing that a lot of people don't talk about, and they are like hesitant. They're going to be like, we can't like talk about this. I mean, if we talk about this, these people are going to like bash us, and they're going to be like, I mean, you quoted Alan. I feel like Alan was the track that I had written particularly about our society, and you're going to find a lot of references. Duaon mein bhi daag. A lot of people become यहाँ पे वो नहीं होते जो जिनको लगता है कि they know everything, and they are going to they know more about your life than you do, and they are going to like interfere, and they're going to be like, what are you doing, and this and that and everything. मतलब it happens everywhere, but यहाँ पे it's a different league. It's a different thing that we face. And right now I'm really glad and I'm really happy with the way things are going, and with the way musicians are coming up, and there are like academies, ek do academies are there set up by musicians only on their own. There are a lot of singers जो appreciate नहीं करते अगर 5-6 साल पहले ऐसा हुआ होता, but they are like, we don't care, we are going to do it for ourselves. And that's what this place needs. This place needs that stand that musicians should take for their art, and whatever they are, like whoever it is, they just have to take that stand, and they just have to be like,
No, I think you're right. No. I mean, I was going to ask on the same lines that, music gets banned, and with that, creativity is put to rest. And specifically from these areas where any which ways there are 10 more difficulties, still people are trying to come out. Now these bans generally can't be only by the, government regimes, or, it's not. No. It's also because of the society, the community around. Because and that can be also because of a lot of things they have gone through, right? So fear hai, insecurities hai, thus or survival challenges hai. In that you come up and say that I want to sing, become a rapper. I don't know how a parent will react and how a community will react.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I would like to point out एक चीज is that there's a religious factor as well that a lot of people neglect, and a lot of people look over, and just skip. That is there. It's a religious, at the end of the day, it's a religious belief. A lot of people are like are going to be like, music is prohibited, but a lot of people are going to be like, it's debatable. The ones who are like music is prohibited, they're going to force this, and they're going to tell you ki it's haram, it's not right, it's this and it's that. Then the people who can read for themselves and can like go through what has been told on their own, unless and until they don't do that, I feel like they won't be able to take a stand and be like, I know what I'm doing, and I have to answer God at the end of the day. He is the judge, and I'm going to answer him. You are no one to. You can tell me once, and I have to look for it, and I have to look for answers. Right. I can't blindly follow. I feel like that's another problem that's here. People blindly follow almost everyone, and they don't just go through, they don't study, they don't like, think about what they are about to do.
But do you
A
think
lot
it's
of
because
people,
of less exposure also? Because it's been always
it is,
closed, you know,
it
it's
is, it is because of
masses,
yeah, it is because of less exposure, and at the same time, it is because of, being being too simple. I mean, a lot of people over here are like, they're just going to listen to falana politician, and he's going to promise them a lot of things, and they're going to be like, he's the right guy, and we are going to vote for him, we don't care. Like, advantage लेते हैं, काफी ली हुई है बहुत टाइम से politicians ने, यहाँ के politicians I'm talking about. And I'm giving this as an example to, other things that are happening,
Correct. No, I mean, there was this beautiful Only Girls band, I think that came in
yeah
2015, right?
yeah yeah
And
yeah yeah
coming from a valley, a girls band was something even
Yeah,
I couldn't
it was
fathom,
huge.
right?
It was huge. It
But
was huge. Yeah,
unfortunately, the way they got the backlash from their own people, I mean,
yeah,
they had to
yeah.
leave.
I was disappointed with the way they were treated, and I mean, these are the same people. The people who ban, these are the same people who tomorrow at a wedding ceremony won't talk. When women sing, and they just, होता है ना wedding ceremonies पे, women are going to like, they do sing and everything, and these are the same people. I mean, that is the problem over here. These are the same people who, I mean, who for them everything else is fine. When it comes to them, it's all good. They're going to secretly, they're going to apne room pe listen to everything, they're going to listen to music, they're going to enjoy, but at the same time they're going to preach as well, and that too online. They're going to start bashing that to girls, and they're going to like, it's a disgrace when you look at those comments, and you look at how people think, and what the mentality is, and that too. I mean, you can be really, you can have a conversation in a decent manner, and you can just put your point out, instead of abusing, instead of doing. But that comes to, at the end of the day, that comes to how mature you are as a person, and what you have been raised on, what you have been taught, and that's what happens. Or yahan pe it's, people go full on extreme when it comes to such things, because that kind of makes them feel ki they are like, they just said that to these people, and they are like, they became special or something. They just said, like, they talked a lot of crap, and that makes them, powerful or something. Yes, they have that, I don't know what to call it, but wo cheezein are pretty visible for everyone to see.
Right.
I mean,
No,
it's disappointing. Yeah,
absolutely.
it was disappointing.
So coming back to that only, that this all then makes it one closed bubble, and that's where I feel that the youth is so stressed, the youth is facing so many challenges, and that mentally pulls them back also, right? When and like in our talk we didn't even talk about the other issues which any which ways are going on in Valley. We're saying like even with
that too.
that is a major thing that everybody knows.
That is like a big thing. Like,
big thing, right? उसको एक तो आप पार करके अपने अंदर I feel you get that energy, and you tell yourself कि नहीं मैं करूँगा या करूँगी, वो करने के बाद then you have all this happening. So mentally I feel it is so draining. It pulls you so down.
It is.
I would want you to tell.
I mean, for me, if I'm not able to, sorry to interrupt again. Okay. If I'm not able to like put out music, and if I'm not able to record, or if I'm not getting the space to, do my work, that is, I mean, really depressing, and that makes me really anxious. So I can't even imagine when you go through such a, I don't know what to call it. You can just say whatever, what you feel about it. I mean, I don't know how, it's really difficult for a person to, you know, read that section and then be really optimistic and go back to that room, pick up a guitar and like play and sing. It really takes a lot to, like, you know, go through all these challenges pehle to, and then, you know, take a decision like that जो कोई appreciate नहीं करता. फिर on top of that you get to hear all these things from people. So it really takes down your morale, and just, you know, you are in a really tight you know, place. You're in a really difficult situation. You're in a really difficult position.
Crackdown اسمه ظابط كرفيو مزمران حكومة تتهابطة نزندر كران اسريمة صوابا مز كمان هرام بنكر يتكرن مز بقبر كنان بس قبر كنان بچ بڑا جوان مران دفنت زندگی سنج سپوزا تپاکت بوزی نکنج اپوز سوری کہاوت پرنج مقبول کلامت شہادت میان True شہادت زین Because, yeah Som betul karnen Turen förshamat med kodaj som takat lek hampa kayamat Tazan që ka shustat asmanës period në të vatak Hip-hop me në batat Himakat e qenë me khilafis vakalat Lanat, ajs nuk valejmi hëzatat Banavart e sej nasër lejmi hëzatat Jim qaka në smërit Kustima në qasët Që kja I këshir, ha? Qana mje qënët Jim kanë kja vënan Jim atën më zbëran Jel kolli qëllan Jel kori marran Kër këtë kënë pak nau Daftar që banë sejri So kull në kullejni Ragën më zbemëjni Bënjen Jimën që vur trama qëni Që zbe jimën këtër ka harasmëjni Shahrën të gamën mës Pam të bambëri Kam të më mëjni Kun të vërëni Sot më se tam të vëgjëri Asni e sori këbull Jet në qëllan ka usul Kem suni sori kasur, Sony is sorry for dur, Sony is sorry for dur. Ja,